Alex, and my project is an interview featuring a couple of major ideas. I'm going to be interviewing Mrs. Wood about the science program, teaching responsibilities, and the future and development of the overall department. I will be going over all these topics with her and discuss her own views on them. Hi, I'm Alex, and I am interviewing Mrs. Wood. Ms. Wood, how long have you studied science for and which parts of it?
Okay. Hi, Alex. This is Mrs. Wood. I've studied science for close to 20 years, and I've always studied marine and ocean sciences, and my bachelor's is in marine biology, and my master's is in fisheries science, so I am a self-acclaimed fish nerd.
Which grades and subjects do you teach?
This year, I'm teaching 6th grade life science and 9th grade honors biology. And then I'm teaching an elective class for 11th and 12th graders on coastal and marine science.
Oh, wow. How long have you taught these subjects for?
This is my 3rd year at CCA, but I've taught marine science in different capacities for probably about 12 or so years.
Oh, wow. What kind of experiments do you like to do inside the classroom?
Does it have to be inside? Because I like getting outside too.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. I like doing experiential education, so of course anything we can do outside. I like monitoring the water. I like going out and catching all sorts of species and identifying them in big seine nets. I like doing plankton tows and looking at the plankton under the microscopes. I like doing experiments in the lab too, anytime. Some of my favorite ones, especially from bio, are things when we can play with acids and bases and look at different enzyme reactions and doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, so would you maybe include that in some of your teaching styles, or?
Absolutely. My teaching style, I would definitely say that I try to make my classes experiential, so that's a lot of hands-on science. We do a lot of lab activities, we do a lot of review. I have different types of assessments, some that are more creative, some that are very standard, test-taking strategies, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. So, do you have relatives who influenced you, or did you influence anyone for science?
Neither of my parents and none of my grandparents are scientists. I think actually my dad has probably had the biggest influence on me because I think he would have studied biology had he not been drafted into the Army. And he did take 1 or 2 years of biology, but even though he is a business owner, I would call him a naturalist because he's always been in the woods and always been on the farm, and that's how I grew up. And so I think that's where a lot of my love of the outdoors and the environment came from. So my dad has been a big inspiration for my career.
That's cool. So, as the head of the science department, what is your job and how do you see it?
I have a lot of different parts of my job, but I like to stop into different classes. One of the things I love about being science department chair is I get to stop in and just check out 5 or 10 minutes of everybody else's classes so I can see what topics they're covering and what types of labs they're doing. I really enjoy seeing what everybody else is doing in their labs. It's nice for me to have a little refresher on chemistry and physics sometimes because I don't always remember all of it. And then I also am in charge of thinking about making sure that the curriculum is cohesive from grade to grade and between different divisions, and making sure we teach all the different types of sciences while people are here at CCA at one point or another. And then I also look at who teaches what sections. So I'm starting to think about that right now for next year in terms of who's going to be teaching what sections of which classes and how many sections of different classes we have to have and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool. So, how long have you been the head of the department here at CCA?
This is my 2nd year as the head of the science department.
And how do you envision the future of it?
I envision the future of the science department hopefully going in a lot of the same direction that we've been doing. I love our science internship program. I love that a lot of especially in upper school, but even in middle school and actually even in lower school, that in all three divisions we have a lot of hands-on science, and all the faculty members that we have enjoy doing experiments and enjoy doing demonstrations. So I love that we all are able to do science by showing everybody how it works and by having them participate in it. I'd also love to vary some of the course offerings and some of the seminar offerings as well, just to have more types of science classes instead of just the classic ones we have now. But I think that I love my department now. I think we're doing a great job, and I hope that we continue to come up with new innovative ways to excite young people about learning science.
That sounds great.
Yay, thanks.
Well, that's all for now, so thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Alex.
Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed.